Oh, she was here, and I gave her a tour. She was here on election night, sat in a booth. Yeah, no, she was here for a while that night. Yeah, that's my mentee. Yeah, she's a student at Texas A&M San Antonio. Great kid. No, that's fine. I know they act like your old friends. Mic check, check. 1, 2. Hey Ray, are you going to do the mentorship program again? Yeah. Oh, then you're doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure to get your name to Mariana. It's going to be. It won't be till the fall because it goes with the school year. Hi, Linda. Linda says it sounds good. Are you in, Linda? We're putting your name down too. I'm just recruiting people for the communities and schools mentorship program. Good evening, Sharon. Tuesday night in the city. Hey, Marilyn. Oligario. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? I'm on go. What's up, Rosie? Good evening. Fiesta, fiesta. Imelda, how are you? Good evening from the KENS 5 Digital Center. Bill Taylor here with a look at radar. It's been pretty quiet, I'll say that. It's been active. It was active earlier with one good thunderstorm that developed, and mainly east. It just kind of clipped Gonzales. There was maybe 1 inch hail. It went under a warning for a brief period up until about 6 p.m. National Weather Service allowed it to expire, and then it just kind of rained itself out. You can still see it's kind of still coming down pretty good near Bryan, but it's non-severe, and that's been it. I mean, we saw like a little boundary. If we zoom in here a little bit, and you'll see that little boundary form, but we didn't get much rain out of it. See that like one little line right there go up towards Seguin? So in the Seguin area up to New Braunfels, we saw a couple of hit and miss downpours, but no lightning was even detected in any of that. And then you see the bats come out of the caves. See it? But from the Bracken Cave near New Braunfels, see that big green wave right there that occurs? Watch. Let me slow this down for you. I'll show you right there. Those are the bats coming out of the cave. Highest population of bats on the planet Earth, right there, coming out of the Bracken Cave. And they swirl, and so the radar picks it up. Or in the country, maybe not in the planet Earth. But it's major. So yeah, look, speaking of major, those were some very heavy rain came down just over Luling. And this was when it was under a warning right here. But you see the weakest part of the storm crossed over Gonzales, didn't even impact Seguin. Really, Luling probably got the most rain out of it. But it raced off at about 35 miles per hour, and that's about it that developed. You know, I mean, we had to watch everything closely because the Severe Prediction Center put us in a level 2 risk. Now that has changed. We've got us at a level 1 risk for the rest of the night. No more is there a 2. You can see that 2 is well to the north now. So it's time to focus on our next system, which does bring another chance of some strong to severe storms, and that's going to be on Wednesday. But really kind of Wednesday into Thursday for us, okay? So here's the Wednesday setup. Notice that we are on the far southern end of a severe weather risk tomorrow, and it's only a level 1 out of 5, which is a marginal risk, less than slight. Now, as I zoom out, you'll see we go up quickly to a 2 and even a 3. Now, the 2 almost to Austin, 3 is pretty significant, an enhanced risk for Dallas-Fort Worth and a good portion of North Texas. Thanks, Jeff. Watching from Bryan. Hey, James. So that storm off to, you're kind of surrounded by a couple of isolated storms there, nothing severe. Probably hearing some thunder. Olay, it's coming. Hey, Ruben. David, what's the difference between weather and climate? You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. Yes! I'm so using that, and I'll tell you why. 5th grade in the, I don't know if it's a STAR test or it's some kind of testing, they have to know the difference between weather and climate. So it's often it's a topic of my school visits to explain to kids that, you know, weather is day to day, climate is a classification, and it's the historic weather pattern for an area. That's a great question, or I mean joke. What's the difference between, I gotta read it again. between weather and climate. You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. You can't weather a tree, but you can climb it. Hey, Ruben. Hey, Rachel. So nothing for us here. Brianna, I'm sorry. Nope, not yet. Norman, Illinois. What's up, Leroy? Good to see you here. Thank you, Mary. Love you too. You're so sweet. Hey, Juan, what time, when will the storm arrive, and are we going to get any severe New Braunfels? No, not tonight. I think there's a chance of some showers overnight, 20%, even 20% for most of the day tomorrow. But let me show you what happens late tomorrow night into Thursday morning, okay? So here's the computer model. This is the IBM, I believe, did a really good job today, performing well. So a few light rain showers overnight are possible. That's why I'm going 20%. And then as we get into Wednesday, this is a 20% chance, but notice the model is very scarce on showing us any rain at all. Few little pop-up showers, but not much, and mainly in the morning. Afternoon, looks like we get a fair amount of sunshine, which would be nice. We need some sun. But then here it comes. 1:30 in the morning, you see the line developing. Rock Springs dropping into Fredericksburg. This looks like very heavy rain. And I'll tell you, the IBM is not usually as aggressive with thunderstorms. The HRRR, the high-res rapid refresh, it usually is a little more aggressive on thunderstorms, maybe sometimes even overdoing it a bit. But this model, so that's why I say that to show you that if the IBM is showing this, this really could hold out or be true, because the other thing is that it's performing really well. It did a great job with today's rain. So nosing into Kerrville by 3 in the morning, dropping into Bernie by about 4, and into the city, it's going to be close to rush hour, 5 to 6 a.m. It's covering the city with some very heavy rain, and finally exiting Bexar County by 7. So not at the, the heart of rush hour is usually about 7 to 8 a.m. around here. And notice by then it's east, and by 8:30 we're dry, and we see a few residual downpours up through mid-morning, and then we're done. Now another good impulse for South Texas. Brianna, that's when, Pleasanton will get 2 rounds. Looks like you'll get some at about 5 to 6 a.m., then get a nice break, and then another batch coming in early afternoon, because it looks like that second round is staying south of San Antonio. Now remember that this is 2 days out. 48 hours, we're looking at high resolution model data, but it can definitely change a lot tomorrow. So stick with me tomorrow, we'll see what we get. It could change at 10 o'clock. I mean, the rapid refresh is one of the models, but that does more refreshing. That's why we call it the rapid refresh. I thought that's what we were looking at for a minute, but this is the IBM. They all take current data and then reissue their forecast. So rapid refresh does it a little bit more often than does the IBM. You're welcome, Gary. Amanda, you're welcome. Seguin is here. These storms have been very aggressive, never seen such horrible lightning. Yeah, Stella, a lot of lightning. Happy Fiesta Grace, just tuned in. No, nothing overnight except some light rain. No storms until overnight tomorrow night into Thursday morning. That's what we're looking at here. Best chance is going to be closer to Thursday morning than Wednesday night. So I would look for this in the city as early as 4 a.m. and up until about 7, maybe 8 a.m. So 4 to 8 a.m. Thursday right now. Another good, what could be about 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rainfall. Really nice. Let me show you the system that's kind of driving this. Pretty impressive area of low pressure. Caught it on water vapor. We had a little disturbance or two sliding through in the upper levels, but as I zoom out, look at the 4 corners, which will be the left side of your screen, and you see that big swirl. That's the upper level low that's not going to drop into South Texas. Then we would probably have a much bigger threat like they're getting in North Texas. That 3 out of 5 is because they're going to be closer to that low and the highest amount of energy and instability, and could fire up some tornadoes and some large hail. 3 out of 5 is an enhanced risk. I mean, you can just about, even though it's not 5 out of 5, that's usually reserved for like a big tornado outbreak, but a 3 out of 5 is significant. We'll probably see isolated tornadoes in North Texas Wednesday. For us, it'll be the tail end. In fact, I was telling my update, my daughter lives in North Texas and goes to school up there. I was telling her 2 waves on Wednesday. First one, early afternoon. This is for your loved ones up there. Early afternoon, 1 to 3 is what I gave her. 1 to 3 p.m. and then about 6 to 10 p.m. 1 to 3 p.m., 6 to 10 p.m. Not that they're going to, those are the two windows. Not that it'll be, storming all day. Those are the two windows of, just like us, two good impulses will come through North Texas on Wednesday. Stay weather aware. Make sure you call your loved ones, let them know, hey, we got some big weather coming on Wednesday. What's up, Medina Lake? Waylon's here. It's been nice, right? Excuse me. About 3 inches of rain between Thursday and Sunday. Did you get any Sunday morning? What has 8 teeth, 20 arms, and 20 legs? The front row at a Willie Nelson. More rain for our Texas rivers and farmers. You know it, Sarah. Good stuff. Am I safe to ride my motorcycle to work in the morning around 7? Might have some light rain, Franklin. That's the only thing. And that really does get slippery. It won't be stormy, but there is going to be some light rain. You're going to be able to ride tomorrow afternoon without much rainfall. But tomorrow morning is when we have the best chance of that 20% chance. So even though it's not a big chance, I would just kind of keep an eye on radar. You might be okay, but the best chance tomorrow of any rain is going to be in the morning. If red usually represents heat, blue cold, why in the weather is the high blue and the low red? That's pretty good. I don't know. I really don't know. Between a high and a low. Sinking air, rising air? I'll go with that. How bad for tomorrow? Not bad at all, Grace. Tomorrow's going to be a dry day. It's going to be overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning. That's when we're going to get the heavier rain. But we're only in a 1 out of 5 risk of seeing an isolated severe storm. We're not expecting one. Oh, let me update this real quick. And we'll go to the 7-day forecast. From beautiful San Antonio, Texas, your 7-day forecast. So see, during the day, this is why I was just telling my good friend TV over here, part of the meteorology team and a digital ninja as well. It seems as though the best rain has been falling in between the events of Fiesta, just perfectly. They hang the rain rock every year at the San Antonio Conservation Society. That's the beneficiary of NIOSA. That's who runs NIOSA. Big 4-night party started tonight. And as legend would have it, if you find the right rock, I forget what kind of rock it is, but here's a natural existing hole through the center of the rock. It is said that if you hang that rock on a fence, it won't rain. And so they hang this rock every year. It's been a tradition to start NIOSA. They hang it on Monday so that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are dry for their big fundraiser. They do a lot for this city in conserving what is San Antonio. They did almost everything to get us the World Heritage designation for our missions. That's a huge deal. That's a World Heritage site, our San Antonio missions. San Antonio Conservation Society, pivotal in getting that. And she told me it took like 9-10 years to make that happen. It's a huge process, and they did it. So thank you to the great people of the San Antonio Conservation Society. The 4-night party at NIOSA, La Villita is where it is. 15 different cultures, great food, great fun, music. Make sure to head down there one night this week and give to the Conservation Society while you're having a great time. So as I mentioned, 20% chance during the day, but it's overnight closer to Thursday morning when we're going to get that 70% you see on the forecast. Then that 20%, probably going to drop it by noon at the latest, maybe 1 o'clock. And as I showed you, it looks like most of that rain stays south. So only a 20% chance for San Antonio, and we go to 78. It'll be breezy because we've got that front coming through. Then we switch winds again on Friday, south winds at 20, high of 84, sunny skies, a beautiful day Friday. And that is Fiesta Friday. Friday is the day the kids are off from school. We have the Battle of Flowers parade. It's a big time. It's a wonderful day. And the Battle of Flowers is what started it all. So Battle of Flowers parade, great weather. Then overnight Friday into Saturday morning, a front comes through with a 40% chance of rain. So again, in the overnight hours, again, missing all of the events because you have the last night of NIOSA. And here's the only wrench in the forecast, if you will. Saturday morning is the parade for the King William Fair. Saturday night is the Fiesta Flambeau parade. That's the largest illuminated parade in the United States, and it's a beauty. That will go beautifully as far as weather is concerned. It's going to be breezy, but skies are going to be clear. Temperature's comfortable. even maybe cool because the humidity will be low. It'll be a very nice night in San Antonio Saturday night. Saturday morning for the King William Fair's parade, which is usually, I want to say 8:30 or 9 a.m. They do it early. There might be a couple leftover showers that early. We're too far out to really go with any timing that we can count on for Saturday morning rain. What I'm hoping is that the front sweeps through and we're good for the parade. But we're certainly good during the day Saturday. I would say by 10 a.m. right now, conservatively, we will be dry and we're on our way to a sunny Saturday. Windy, 77, beautiful day, beautiful day. Sunday, gorgeous, 84. Okay, so some great weekend weather. Martinez note, yeah, same here. I got stuck, pretty much here with the risk of any severe. I'm in studio for sure, so I was not going to risk going out there. Greetings. How are you, Bridget? Heading home this weekend for Fiesta from Central Texas. Glad the weather will clear out. Oh, absolutely. It's going to be really nice. Lots of sun. I do, yeah, Gabriel, absolutely. Von Arby gets rain Thursday morning. Yes, absolutely. How many inches? So far this year, good question. Let's give you an update on that. I've got that graphic, and then we'll go back to the 7-day. We're doing really good so far in April, but keep something in mind. This is San Antonio International. Oh, wait, that's last year. Ugh, that's not good. That's 2022. We still have that here. Look at that. 11.5 inches. Terrible. Terrible. Horror awful. 20 inches below average. All right, 11. We're already at 703 for the year. So 32 is the average for the entire year. 703, about an inch behind. We're pacing about an inch behind. But look at April, 3.86. Now I'll say this. Obviously, we've already beaten the expected 242. But 386, I had 4.5 inches of rain Thursday night, Sunday to Sunday morning in Helotes. And Balcones Heights on Thursday night of last week had almost 5 inches of rain. Downtown had 4 inches of rain. More than the San Antonio airport has had the entire month. And we've had some rainy days. So I can promise you that this is always the lowest. It's almost, the joke is that the rain gauge at the airport is hung upside down. So just know that we've got a lot more rain in the gauge for the year in your communities than 7 inches, okay? All right, 7-day forecast. Once again, 84 is a pretty popular high, as you can see. 4 out of the 7 days, we're going to probably hit 84. Some cooler air, some drier air for sure. Thursday, Saturday, beautiful weather for the weekend. Absolutely, Brianna, you can. As long as a little light rain doesn't bother them, you'll be fine. You're welcome, Gabriel. Yeah, Raul, no, we're hoping no hail, but a 1 out of 5 right now on those storms Thursday morning that we see a little bit of hail. All right, guys, it's going to wrap things up. It is Tuesday night. God bless you. Have a wonderful evening and an even better Wednesday. And we'll see you on Ken's 5 News at 10.